Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the daytime stream. What should we listen to, huh? Let's see. Christmas music. I wonder if I should at some point play the real Christmas music, not just Charlie Brown on repeat. Let's see. You know what's been nice about this Charlie Brown music is so far it has not been... Oh, let me skip this part. So far it has not been copyrighted. But here, let's try this 2 hours of Nintendo music. Skip forward. Skip forward again, maybe? Oh, man, I hate this song. I've heard it too many times. All right, we'll leave it alone for a second. Let's start working on the menu. Okay, oops. So, it is the daytime stream now. How's it going, guys? Let's listen to your beautiful humming. I don't know about that, man. Okay, let's log in here. So, the thumbnail today shows off some of our wonderful vintage. We've got Ancient Origins. We've got Top Series 1. We've got Top Series 2. Good stuff. All right, that's plugged in. Let's go ahead and choose a title. Free box Inferno X. And then let's see, consignment slabs. The best fast breaks, maybe? Slab breaks? The best slab breaks. Live card shop. Okay. I don't know if I need to say consignment slabs. I don't know if anyone cares that much. There we go. Free box Inferno X, the best slab breaks. Oops. Hot One Piece. We sold a box of One Piece yesterday, didn't we? We sold a box of OP9. How much do you think a case... Oh, Saba Leader. That's right. The one guy wanted me to do that. So, case OP9 English. Let's take a quick look at that. So, I just want to take a quick look at that. We sold a box of it. And, is this it? Looks like it's it. Is this it? Wow, it jumps really high in price after this one sells. Oh, it's tempting to buy this. Emperor in the New World. Let me open up the calculator real fast. Oops. Calculator. I think it's a risk buying this kind of stuff, because what if they, like, reprint it? But, let's see. Divided by... Is it 12? Is it 24? Actually, it's a strange looking case. Why does that case look that way? Do they all look that way? Oh, no, they're different. They're different types of cases. That's what's going on. Okay, so let's try this again. All right. Thought that was strange. Divided by 12, divided by 24. Okay, let me check sold on the cases of One Piece open OP9. Because that's what we have. We're opening from a case. Cases are real nice right now. Okay, the last sold case was in the UK. Let's assume the person who bought it was also in the UK. All right. Divided by 24, divided by... Oh, wait. It shouldn't be divided by 24. Hold on. All right, what's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome to the daytime stream for Tuesday. We're going to turn on the iPad in a minute here. Divided by 12, divided by 24. Okay, and then what do we go with? OP9. Prices are changing fast. Looks like we're fine. Yeah, our price is good. Okay, just had to test that. I was wondering because I don't know if I'm going to buy another case after the current case is sold out. Let's go ahead and open up our chat so I can see you guys talking to me real easy, which would be nice. Okay, clicking on this. We got 18 watchers. Again, it is Tuesday. We got Jack Woodworth, J-Dog Gaming, Zam Dookie, Andy Man, Ryan Shapiro. Hey, what's up, Ryan Shapiro? Wow, Mikey. Oh, wow, a nice horizontal stream. That's right. We've been doing horizontal streams a lot. Hold on, let's go over to... There it is. Nice. Let's go ahead and copy this. So, by the way, my supplier told me they are sold out of Japanese OP13. which tells you a little bit about that product. Tells you that product is pretty hot because he's almost never sold out of anything. So he's sold out of Japanese OP13. And he said there will be a restock of it eventually. So he said, you know, if I just wait for a while, I'll get it. Taihua says he is missing a slab. It was a BGS 5 Parasect Square Cut Corner miscut that I bought on November 1st. I know what he's talking about. I've ran into that. So I'll go ahead and print you a label for that, Mr. Taihua. I apologize for that. Just saw that email. Yeah, I know that slab. I remember it. I wonder why it was missed. It's the scalpers. What? Who's the scalpers? We'll go ahead and log in here. Is it going to make me do a long login? No? Okay, good. All right, so we're logging in. You have a message. Oh, man, there's always so much freaking crap for me to work on. Okay. Outstanding ballast for Vicasa. What are they talking about? Vicasa Rental says we have an outstanding balance. That's insane. All right. Okay, I got a bunch of paperwork to look at for this. Oh my God, there's way too much work. There's too much work. We're helping Taihua. And then let's hit refresh on the website orders. Make sure that the website is refreshed. Hey, what's up, Mr. Michael Pettiford? Where's Santa Russ? Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, I haven't seen Santa Russ in a while. Let's get the Mark giveaway set up. We have a booster box being given away with Mark's name on it. Ow. Here it is. So let's get that set up for you guys. All right. Did my Venmo that was on hold forever ever go through? Thanks. I'll look real fast. Turn my phone down here. Starting a little bit later today. Karis and I were just kind of hanging out. She got off work a little early because she had to go to the dentist. No, it says Jared Line on hold and Brett Love on hold. Available within 21 days. Wonder why they're on hold. The funny part is it's not just you. It's you and Brett Love. And so maybe they just take a sampling of orders and test them or something. Who knows why? I think we're ready to go. I think we're all set up. Let me go ahead and get the website set up in the chat real fast. You know, yesterday, let me pause that. Yesterday, we received over $300 worth of orders from brand new guys. How cool is that? But they ordered through the website. So the website seems to be important. All right, that's done. I think we're good to go. I think we're ready to start moving. Let me check. I want to see how tag grading's coming along. Oh, cool. So one of our tag submissions is on the quality assurance step. So it's real close. Slab imaging is next, and then shipping. So I got one tag submission that's almost done. Happy with that. We did good, actually. Did you know that? You know, I was talking about being worried on having too much slabs, but we are making good progress through the slabs that we do have. They actually are selling, so we're doing good on that. All right. Let's take this down. Type in Mark if you want to get into that giveaway. I want you to get into the giveaway. Here's Finn the Human and Jake the Dog. These are holographic cards. Honestly, I feel like some of these slabs that don't sell, they need to be mailed home to the people who sent them in. I'll put a little dot next to these now. The dot signifies they've rotated. These guys have actually rotated twice, which makes them quite a bit older. And here's a $67 Darkrai from Tag Team All-Stars. That actually seems very accurate. I believe we probably priced this one up very recently. Tag Team All-Stars Darkrai. PSA 10. So, the price of this card in a PSA 10... Hold on, let's hit... we want the cheapest one, right? So give me a moment here. Pokemon. Gotta collect them all, right, guys? Let's see. So the cheapest PSA 10 is just about $100. And this one is priced at $67. The price is correct. All right. So that is correctly $67. Let's see what else we got. So this is an expensive John Lucas Grill Slab, and I just don't feel like we're going to sell it. I feel like John Lucas would be better off taking these, putting them into like the PSA vault or just listing them from home and just putting them up for full price up on eBay. And, you know, you're going to get a similar outcome to selling it here on this table. But the problem is, I don't think there's a lot of people in our channel who normally spend high end on already graded grill cards, right? So we open quite a lot of the grill products, but those are like $6, $7 maybe. And people will enjoy that every now and then, like here and there. But the majority of people don't buy the high-end grill slabs. They don't normally sell. That was priced recently, actually. Got your package, mister? Thank you, says Jay the Party Oliver. No problem, man. Speaking of which, let's get back over here and print that label for Taihua. Taihua, we will definitely look into this, find out what went wrong. He said he is missing one slab. We got to fix that. Okay. Let's see. Mama, who's that? It's called Elven Emperor Ludi. It's an interesting name, Ludi. Okay. And I'm going to click on this and click on this and hit refresh. All right, so we're at the beginning of the Tuesday daytime stream. We're 11 minutes in. We just started. And I don't know how busy it's going to be. It's a typical Tuesday. Tuesdays can be a bit slower. So that's actually also why I started a little bit later. But we have our new lightning break, and it's this Squirtle. We're giving Squirtle a chance. If you want to take a shot at Squirtle, then you should buy in for $40. Let me show you the last sold on the Squirrel, though, just so that you know, okay? So because I feel like it helps people understand the value of a card when they see its last sold. This Squirtle was printed in 1996. Poker Squirtle. 1996. It's the more desirable redback. The first thing you should notice, those are both greenbacks. The closest redback is actually $250. Wow. So ours is only $240, but that includes a star card. So in a way, it's kind of underpriced compared to the buy it now price online. But second of all, when we head over to sold, you can see, here it is. So you can see that the last buy it now Squirtle sold for $200 right here on December 2nd. And then there was one here for $162 plus $8 shipping. So it's about $170. So there we have it. So that's how we're basing our price off of those last two solds. I think it's a very good price. Here's a chance to take home a PSA 10 Squirtle from the red deck. A big Charizard on the back. Cool, right? All right. Notice you talking about the tag submissions. How are the PSA submissions? Very slow. Not even close. They're like completely stopped. So I don't know what to expect from PSA, but they have had literally no progress in about 2 months. So PSA must be shockingly bad. Yeah, I expect that it's probably going to continue. Not only that, but another place that was really slow was BGS. BGS is just taking a really long time. So BGS is really slow. PSA is really slow. Let me jump over here real fast. Let's see. And we're going to turn this on. And we're going to turn on this. Give it a minute here. Okay. Thoughts on the Beckett acquisition? It definitely solidifies Beckett as a grading company. If anyone was nervous about Beckett, like going under or something like that, I don't think Beckett's going to go under. Actually, I thought the original idea that Beckett could be doing so poorly was kind of strange anyways, although their numbers were so much lower than like CGC, for example. CGC grading $500,000 compared to BGS, and BGS grading only about twice as much as brand new company Tag. It's kind of surprising how BGS was not doing better numbers. But I suppose that means maybe they didn't want to expand, maybe they didn't want to reach a threshold where they buy another building and fill it up with people, fill it up with machines, whatever it is. They didn't want to take on more orders. I don't know. Or maybe they weren't receiving enough orders to justify it, which would suggest maybe people don't like to grade with BGS. But people definitely like buying BGS slabs. So it's very interesting. All right, let's see. We're going to grab this, and we're going to hit refresh. I thought they were bought out by PSA. Faster turnaround would be nice. Yeah, at BGS, it takes a really long time. But yeah, it's very interesting. So the PSA company, the parent company, now owns BGS, PSA, and SGC. How interesting. Then next they'll buy Tag. So here's Fiend Power, not Fiend. Here's Blood Fiend Power, and this is a first edition signature. So that's for $290, and that's Anthony Haymeyer. That's interesting. So John Lucas and Anthony Haymeyer have sent me signatures. Here's Magneton from Jimmy. Oop. Here's the One Piece disclaimer. Trying to jump out of my hands there. That's really expensive. I think that one could probably be updated. Here's Wasteland. And here's Celeste. So we got a lot of these consignment slabs that have not sold. Here's my perspective on them. They are not Pokemon. So the ones that don't sell very well are not Pokemon. I think if you have Pokemon cards, they sell way better. Non-Pokemon cards are much harder to move. Let's go ahead and rotate this. We're actually gonna get some Pokemon to the front here. So we got Glaceon, we got Umbreon, we've got Jigglypuff, we've got Mimikyu, and we've got Chansey. Look at this Chansey, very nice. Okay. If it's not PSA buying them out, it's the collectors that own PSA and SGC. Yeah, but it's kind of the same idea, right? Like, because their flagship company is PSA. You know what I'm saying? All right, thank you for your insight. Never thought of competing buyouts on collectibles. Yeah, it does feel kind of like a monopoly, right? Because the only other big company, CGC, is more recent. Like BGS and PSA had kind of built up their brands over a long period of time, whereas CGC had just sort of recently started getting into card grading. Okay, let's take a picture of these. These are all 10s, right? Let's take a picture of these real fast. So we're going to start taking pictures of these regular cards on the table, and that will conclude our, there it is, very nice. That will conclude our rotation of all these slabs. We've done really well. This is a G, this is a C. Okay, this goes here. Yeah, we have surprisingly sold off a huge amount of cards. Here's Umbreon, Togepi. All right, Tag needs to make their pristines grade a little cooler now. Maybe black ink instead of white. Nah, dude, why would they do that? They're succeeding on the white ink. No, I think they're doing very well. Why, I wouldn't change up my formula when I'm winning. This Tag's gotten a whole bunch of attention, and they're getting, in my opinion, probably a really huge amount of order volume. Here's Charjabug. Here's Pikachu. And here's, this is a different Squirtle. He's priced at $180. We're going to definitely change that to $250. Okay. Actually, I don't think you need a new sleeve. So it's Tuesday, guys. Typically, Tuesday is one of the slower days of the week for us. We had a surprisingly busy Monday. I don't know if you guys were watching Monday, but Monday was nuts, dude. We had a total of 6 stream hours, and there were just sales coming out of our ears on Monday. I don't know how busy Tuesday will be. One of the reasons we started a little bit later is because I'm not worried about whether the stream is super heavy with sales, because I feel like generally there's a slowdown if the day before you had too many. It's kind of interesting the way that works. Behind a Pikachu, says Benjamin. How much is the One Piece 9.5? Oh, 9.5, huh? Where is it? Behind a Pikachu. This one? Did you mean the South Park card? Maybe he means the South Park card. This one? Now, I don't think that's the correct price, so we'll be looking into that. All right, so this is ready for a picture as well. Actually, I could send this off to the PSA vault if I wanted to as well. Well, I don't know. I feel like the Squirtle's a quality product for our table. One of the things I like the PSA vault for is really weird cards that nobody generally likes. Let's see. The acquisition of Beckett now means the collectors owns about 80% of the trading card grading business, which includes sports, TCG, and non-sports, TCG. This, to me, is worrying. Yeah. Yeah, it's, you know, maybe it's an opportunity for another company to come along and open a competing business. That's the thing. Like, PSA can buy out all the businesses, but someone can open up another one tomorrow. Go, here's Squirtle, here's Pikachu. All right, very nice. And here's a Radiant Charjabug. Very good. Okay, let's see. So, let's go ahead and grab these. Ugh. Here's a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5, a 6. So here's an Anthony Kalura Charmeleon Queen of Spades. Ooh. At 125. Maybe I'll buy that from him. Let's see. Oops. I thought CGC was close to PSA and Scalic rating, but they are nowhere near. Well, we knew for a while now that PSA was way ahead of everyone else, and I was actually impressed that it's so close. So for me, when I saw that CGC had 500,000 grades in a month, that to me was actually a surprise. I was like, whoa, I didn't know they were doing such big numbers. It is because the gap between them used to be wider than that. And what's the cheapest one? 125. So this is already correctly priced at 125. Okay, you reached your protein target. Man, I'm hungry. Should I drink a protein shake or eat? Oh, I don't know what to eat for dinner myself. Okay, so it didn't sell at 125. I'm going to go ahead and lower this one to 100. Oh, and that was Anthony Kalura, wasn't it? I gotta be careful with that. Yeah, that was Anthony Kalura. Okay. I'll put the names on the back now. Keeps the front of the slab less complicated. People who are buying the slabs just need to see the price. They don't need to see who's selling it. There it is. Good. We have more of these signature cards like this Azuma. Here's a Lugia 9 from Tammy. Lugia 9, huh? Okay. Lugia Poker. How about Lugia playing card? It would be cool to see this card featured in the PSA vault, but I'm sure they won't take it. I don't even think they take tag yet. So there is no Poker Lugia at all. Let's check last sold real fast. Poker Lugia 9 last sold for $130. Wow. So that would make this $50 cheaper. I actually think it should go up in price. Let's try typing this in as Poker real fast, just to double check. Oh, interesting. So if you search Poker, it doesn't show up. So this card last sold for $130, and it deserves to be a higher price, actually. I posted a video in Card News talking about defunct and bizarre card games. It was an interesting watch. Nice. Okay, let's see. It's too bad. It's got this one problem. It's off center on the back. Do you see it? That's too bad. All right, so that does look like a 9 to me, pretty solidly. I don't think that would regrade into 10. Okay, we're gonna say 80 on that one. Last updated on 10/25. Tammy's had this one around a while. Okay. We're going to continue hosting this one for $80 just because it hasn't sold yet. So we've got Charmeleon and we've got Lugia. The Charmeleon's underpriced too. The normal price on Charmeleon, you could argue, should be $125. There we go. This is music. Bro, this is not Christmas music. It's Christmas music. Okay. The fact the Baby Fur card game is still going and constantly selling out is mind-blowing. All right, let's see if we got anything crazy going on today. We do have an order from Mr. Arturo Perez. Mr. Arturo, how are you today? If you guys want a bit of fun, jump into this Poker Squirtle break. Or Ta-da! We've got this other Squirtle break for Tops. It's a Tag 9 Tops Squirtle. And who knows, maybe he'll regrade into a 10 with PSA. One thing I know about Tag is they're harsh graders, but especially for Tops in particular. They're very harsh. So that one's 15, 1, and 2, and I'm not willing to crack it and regrade it. To slab away the Power Slab. Nice. All right. So we do have the Power Slab sold. I was lucky. There it is. So that's Anthony Haymeyer. And Mr. Arturo's going for it. It's $290. Here you go, Mr. Arturo. Okay. Yeah, you know, it's actually not a terrible product right now because Chainsaw Man's doing so well as a brand. So you're going to be up here in the A's. December 25, Arturo Perez, Chainsaw Man Power Signature, first edition, PSA 10. And then the price on it was $290, and you sent in 60, which means you have 250 remaining. Boop. All right, there we go. Cool. Arturo Perez. So we got this first-time buyer giveaway where it's a Topps Pidgeot and a that's a Mario poker card, but not a particularly crazy one. But it, you know, the brick is pretty famous in Mario, right? Featured in most Mario cards. It's the $20 Gengar break still going. No, that one concluded like 2 days ago, I think. I know what you're talking about. It's the Shiny Star one, right? So that one concluded. Right now, the things going on, the main break would be probably this one. We just started this one, and I don't know what the attention for it is. His last sold price is like $180 and $200. And then there's one on eBay for sale for $250. Now, we have them for $200 plus $40 for a star spot. We'll see if there's any interest. If there's no interest, we'll try a different one. Here's a fun little gym break, just a little aside. Here is a beautiful Gengar from the Legendary Collection, 1 in 17. We're up to 8 out of 17. Pretty rare break. We don't host that very often on the table. That's the kind of card I would just keep in my collection. Here's the Nami break, only up to 5, surprisingly. So Nami break has not been super popular, but, you know, 5 is better than 0. Here's the trade break. It's at 1 out of 8. You can trade whatever you don't like in your bag to get a spot on mouse hold. Here is the vintage slab break, which is making good progress. It's at 12 out of 23. It's actually past the halfway point. So if you're wanting to take a shot at a pretty desirable Seal DOS CGC 10, take a $40 shot at it. Now, I know it's CGC 10, right? But we look at how we priced it under $1,000. Well, the normal PSA 10 price, I think, is $4,000. So even though he's CGC 10, he is appropriately priced. Here's our Tag 10 Mega Charizard up to 9 out of 28. 21 spots remain. Not 21. 19 spots remain. Look at me, I'm terrible at math. Here's the Mega Nidoking. He started. He's going to take a while. And, oh, that's a gram of gold. I wonder what what's gold going for these days? And here's the Bounty Slab. I forgot about the Bounty. Did anyone remember the Bounty? The Bounty, man. I don't know. See, I don't know if the Bounty has incentivized people to jump into more breaks. I don't know if that's the thing. Breaks History channel is behind a bunch, says Zach. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. That the we'll start double checking to make sure that the breaks channel appropriately reflects the outcomes of the breaks. There we go. Okay, there's Gengar. Get in the Nami. The fact that Baby Fur card game is still going and constantly selling out is mind blowing. Baby Fur. Do you still have the Nami breaks as Dash Games? Yes, sir. Yep, Nami break right here. One Piece is very popular right now, and so we have a lovely manga Nami, and I think that you have better odds of pulling a Nami manga jumping in here than you do actually trying to pull one out of a booster box. That's why we host it. Why not bring back the gym breaks for all those consignment slabs? No, I'm not going to do that. That's a bit strange. We're not going to offer that. That's most of them aren't really well suited for gym break anyways. What is this music, man? All right. Let's jump over here. We finished our review. The payment from is being released. Really? Oh, that's weird. PayPal just released $30 to me. What? There's nothing in the consignment slabs on Discord. That's correct. We have deleted that channel and refreshed it. So now it's up to date for December. And what's going to happen is we're going to start putting fresh pictures in there. That's actually what we're working on today. Also, if you guys would like to get a giveaway box, mark Inferno X for free. So type Mark into the live chat into that break. And then if you're wanting to see these consignment slabs firsthand without having a picture of them, we're actually going through them right now. See, like this one right here, we have a 9.5. This appears to be an NHCC Erica's Invitation. Maybe PSA will invest in fixing these damn labels. Oh my god, dude. BGS has these goofy labels. All right. Yeah, Erica's Invitation. Let's go take a look. Let's see. I mean, it didn't sell at 39. I actually don't feel like looking it up. Let's go ahead and just lower the price by about $5 this time around. If you guys want to support the channel and all these fun giveaways we're doing, you can A, smash the like button, and B, try placing a first-time order. If you haven't ordered in a really long time, like if you took a full year-long break from ordering and you place an order now, we'll give you that bonus giveaway as well. Just mention it, okay? That's so bad. Now, that happens to a lot of BGS slabs. BGS just, their labels kind of suck. They move around. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of chintzy. That's like something I would have going wrong with my grading company is some issue like the label moves. You think that they're making enough money that they could just redesign it to work better, but they probably don't want to mess with it. Okay, so there's 34. Oh, and we have to write NHCC on the back. 9.5 equals PSA 10. That's right, but when it comes to such a cheap slab, many people don't want to spend the money upgrading it to a PSA 10 because the cost of grading itself is so high. So you have to be somebody who just thinks the card will go up later and wants to get it a little cheaper today. Not always. So what I've experienced over time with it is, even though not always is correct, it's like, I want to say like 9 out of 10 times it's true, maybe. Here's a Brett Love Master Chief Hardlight. Ooh. Let's get a price on Master Chief Hardlight. Master Chief Hardlight. This is 9? Yes. All right, so I found the exact same slab for sale for $165. So in this case, this slab gets a little bit cheaper. Okay, and that's who? Brett Love. I believe this is a Brett Love card. Okay. BGS is treating me well so far. Hopefully it continues with this December. So they're probably pretty excited at BGS. You know, getting bought out by PSA is not such a bad thing. Unless you're a manager, I would be nervous. If I was a manager, I'd probably be appropriately nervous. Definitely better odds crossing a BGS 9.5 compared to a CGC Gem 10. Yeah, I would agree with that a lot. There we go. So that's their new design for these consignment slabs. They look nice and clean. Names are on the back instead of the front. Makes it better. Okay. How nice is that? So we've already tossed a bunch of consignment slabs up on the table. Here's Pikachu Go, Ivysaur, Classic Collection, Togedemaru, great cards really. Delibird, I like Delibird, and the Dinosaur Tyranitar. Wow, a lot of these seem like they could go straight into the Pokemon Poke Shuffle. Let's see, what should go in there? Let's put... He's pretty expensive. This one's really nice, but he's also really expensive. I think let's put the Tyranitar in there. Phil the Nami, I want to try for the manga. You know what? We're going to put the Pikachu in there. Let's start with the Pikachu. So he's going to be 80. So I think that's 16 of these, isn't it? Nami is hot. Mamacita. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, that's 16 cold ones. That tells you why, you know, in the box you can run into a round of cold ones. It's because, well, you know, if you got these big cards in there, there's going to be a couple cold ones. Pikachu, go, tag 10, and He's pretty close to a hit card. We're going to give him the hit card symbol. There it is. So this Pikachu will be a new hit pull out of the box. If you don't like it, you'll be allowed to re-roll it. Very cool. Number 5 is at Beckett via Mr. What? Who is? All right. Oh, you're talking about cards you have grading. All right. There we go. Very nice. Pikachu's up in there. Very good. And we'll grab this Zeraora, huh? So we got Zeraora. We got Tyranitar. We got this cute Delibird. I'd say the Delibird's the other card I'd put in the Poke Shuffles right now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Delibird. If today's a little bit slower, it's a great time for us to focus on building up the junk pack. Not the junk pack, the jumbo pack. They have a similar name. Delibird, number 5, T4. All right. My pockets are filled with chicken nuggets. Ooh, chicken nuggets. Tossing that up there. All right, so he's gone. That's our job, is to make these slabs disappear, right? Oh, man, that's good looking. Look at this guy. So he gets the check mark. I think this guy's going to get a check mark as well. Check mark means I really like the card. So Tyranitar and Suicune, these are top tier, right? Very nice. Okay. Let's swap this over here to get the balance going. Good, that looks good. Let's take a picture of this now. This is going to the All Slabs channel. Here it is, All Slabs. Zoom in. Good. We'll use that. Kick. Okay, so Ivysaur with an I. He's going to go alone into this box, the AJ box. This goes into the Z box. All right, let's see what you guys are doing. Jack Woodworth is here. He wants 5 Poke Shuffles. You got it. And you sent me a message about shipping. Is that right? Let me see. Let me mark this unread. When did I get this message? On the 9th? Wow, I didn't even see that. Check JT. Okay, give me a second here. All right, JT. Click. I responded to that already. Yeah, it looks like I responded to it already. All right. So let's go ahead and open up these slabs. You ready? Hey, what's up, Porky Nator? How's it going, man? He says, "Hoochie mama." That's an old thing I used to say. Hoochie mama. Here it is. You ready? 2, 3. And we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. The table. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of these. 5 cold ones. That's for Jack Woodworth. Ooh. That's pretty cold. Oops. Sorry, Jack. Those are the Poke Shuffles, everybody. You have a chance for a slab, but you might pull some common cards instead. That's pretty rough, Mr. Jack. Let's see what else is going on. Anything else? So PayPal says we're good there. Okay. Oh, yeah, definitely feeling like a slow day. Let's go ahead and start working on that jumbo pack, shall we? So the jumbo pack, I had a feeling today was going to be slow. I remember running into a pack I wanted to get rid of. I think it's this one. All right, so let's get rid of this. Metazoot base. I need to call my barber. I need me a Mr. Cut. A Mr. Cut? You want my haircut? My haircut's pretty uncompromising. We go with the going bald and shaving your hair off look. It's perfect. Here's a Vivid. Okay, we don't have that on the menu currently. Darkness Ablaze. Okay, getting some cool ones there. Getting some stuff we don't normally sell, right? So we're always looking for something a little different. Let's get one of these, of course. I'm an old guy from when you were on the Tubes Hoochie. When you're new on the tubes, Porkinator, I had a feeling you might be new, or you might be from the past, because there was a little time period where I used to say Hoochie Mama a lot. How do you like the channel now? We've got 100,000 subscribers. It's pretty cool, right? All right, let's see. So, times have really changed. We're in a whole new environment. Let's grab one of these. Yeah, we're in a new Pokey environment. Don't cover my baby Nami. We're going to grab this. We're going to have a Mega Evolution in there for fun. So let's grab a couple of these Pokemon packs, huh? Let's put this down here. Yeah, times have changed. Let's grab a Terra Festival. Nutmaster says Torta a lot. Yeah, I think I'm always saying something, aren't I? We gave, you guys might have missed it last night, but we gave, remember Rockstar Mahi? We gave him a whole box of 151. He kept asking. So I said, all right, we're going to give you a whole box of it. I whipped this out, and I took the packs out of it. See? I took the booster packs out of the box. He was all excited. He said, oh, yeah, we're getting a free booster box. So I took the packs out and gave him this box. He didn't seem very grateful at that point, right? He kind of left the stream after he realized he was getting the actual box. It is great to see you hit 100K. Yeah, it was a lot of work, man. This channel did not grow as fast as the TheCardconomist grew. The TheCardconomist was definitely in a different league, but we still made it to 100, kind of dragging our feet over the finish line. And a lot of it was thanks to the shorts. We produce a lot of shorts, and that helps us build up an audience. Let's get to these Union Arenas over here. Okay. Please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Yeah, we're getting a lot of please, bros going on. All right, so we'll pop this in here, Hololive, which means I can finally take this thing and throw it away. We need to have a please, bro break. Oh, I like it. The please, bro break. Please, bro. Bro, please. We need to get these guys in here. Okay, here's Fruit of Grisai. There's a Fruit of Grisai pack. Fruit of Grisai is like this Pokemon card set that can have Hoochie Mamas in it. Here is an Inferno X Japanese. And let's get a 151. What do we got here so far? This looks pretty cool, right? So we got these two older packs. We got Mega Inferno. We got, Mega Evolution. We got Inferno X. We need a Labubu break. Yeah, Labubus are hot, huh? They're the big thing. Remember that? Who remembers that? Labubus were really popular just for a short while. Let's go ahead and get two of these bundles open. We ought to make a one-piece bundle, don't you think? Oops. Okay. I'm getting some more of these open. The box is currently closed. Not closed, empty. Labubus scare me. They're so ugly, dude. Yeah, it was bizarre that they ever got so popular, the Labubus. Mister, do a one-piece bundle. That's what I'm saying. We're a one-piece jumbo. That'd be cool. Can I have a free Charizard? Yeah, dude, that guy was obsessed, man. I can't believe how much I cannot stand this song, but it's on every playlist. Every playlist has the exact same Animal Crossing song with the annoying high-pitched saxophone note. Ooh, Hololive. Yeah, with Hololive. We got that on the menu. There you go. How's it going, guys? This is a Tuesday daytime stream. Okay. Please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Okay. Tossing that. Very good. Hit refresh over here. All right, cool. We got an order for Christopher Hewton, but let me go ahead and finish wrapping this up first, okay? We're going to finish wrapping this up first. Yeah, yesterday was a little nuts, man. We had a lot of big orders. Sarah Dusenberry was here. LaFlame entered like a $600 order. It was crazy. I don't know how crazy today will be. Need a Shiny Treasures in there. shiny treasures. Probably could put a shiny treasures in there. Let's get... Here's an EB01. And we'll get an EB3. Here's a Nikkei. I didn't know that was Nikkei I was grabbing. Oh, here's an OP13 somehow. Okay, I thought it was sold out of that. And here, come on. And here's an OP14. All right, cool. So let's get these priced up, because there's a lot of product already. See where it leads us. So Fruit of Grisai, gonna be $4. I don't like this song either, man. We're you know, we badly need to have a jukebox situation that's highly improved. Full Metal Alchemist. I don't know what Full Metal Alchemist is going for these days. Let's see. Yeah, I hate this song that's playing. What is this? Skip, bro. Okay, Union Arena Full Metal Alchemist is $5.50. Okay, $5.50. Jujutsu Kaisen is $6. Cool. Solo Leveling. I don't know what this is really going for. I'm going to say $2 real fast. Now, I believe this is sold out. I'm going to say $4 on this one. And then this is like 3.5, isn't it? Let's go back to One Piece OP14, 3.5. Yep, that's correct. And then this is actually sold out, but I'm going to say $5 for this. BTO3 Nikkei, which is, I think, a very sexy card set. BTO3 is $2.50. Did you know that? So this is only $2.50 a pack. That's actually really cheap. It's basically it's a bargain. This is a much more expensive $4 a pack. EB1 is $3 a pack, and yet it does not sell. That's so interesting. It's so cheap, but so low demand. Okay, Inferno X Japanese. Let's see. A whopping $6 per pack. I believe this one's 10. Prismatic is like 13 or something. Darkness shall be $7 a pack. And Vivid shall be $7 a pack. They're a bit of fun. This is 15 now, isn't it? And let me look this one up. Okay, so this is the Terror Festival for $7.5. And the 151 for $5. There it goes. So let's go ahead and calculate the price. We're building a jumbo pack break. I found OP13 English today, boxes of it, but I left it there. Nice. You left it there. Here it is. Man, I've been watching scalper videos. They're insane, dude. The scalper videos. Plus 5.5, plus 4, plus 4, plus 5, plus 2.5, plus 15, plus 7, plus 7, plus 13, plus 10, plus 6, plus 3, plus 4, plus 2.5, plus 5. Comes out to 109. We actually have plenty of room. So we have 109. We need something more expensive. So I say, let's bring in a Phantasmal, and let's bring in a Destined Rival. Okay? Phantasmal and Destined Rival. This gets us all the new sets, right? So that is plus 11. Plus 11. So we're at 131 now. That moves us along quite quickly. Good. Shiny Treasures. I don't know what Shiny Treasures is going for, but let's get one of these. That will be a Final Fantasy. And then, do we have an Animal Crossing? Let's get a Final Fantasy and an Animal Crossing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't want to drop that. 131 plus 10 plus 4. There it goes. So we're at 145. And then we're at 145. We can add one more big thing. What do we got here? Let's have one of these. And one of these. And one of these. And one of these. Let's see, 145. That should be enough right there. Okay, so we're actually over 160 with these 4 packs being added. There we go. Jumbo pack breaks looking pretty thick. Look at that sandwich right there, guys. Lots of good stuff in here. It's all random. Oh my gosh, this is really full. I wonder if I did my math wrong. Wow, I wonder if it's possible to math this wrong on this one because they're not even fitting. Weird. All right, we're not adding any more to this one probably. Oh yeah, that's not even fitting in the bag. That's crazy. It's so tight. That's what she said. So cool. Let's get it a sticker. That one's really loaded. There might be a math problem in there, because usually there's a little wiggle room left, meaning that I might not have counted them all or something. Or not. Maybe it was calculated correctly. Maybe they were cheaper packs. Maybe we didn't have a usual like chase pack that was expensive. That's the current jumbo break. How much are the Animal Crossing cards? Yeah, so here are the Animal Crossing cards. They've been selling pretty steadily, but this is all we have left now. And so these are $10 per pack. They're a little pricey. It's because they're amiibo cards too, so they actually have relevance to playing the game. So you could probably collect these and sell them to 2 different groups of people: collectors and amiibo guys who want to actually use it for the game. Kind of cool, huh? So new jumbo pack is created. Awesome. And we'll see what you guys are doing over here. So give me a second here. We're going to hit refresh. How do I get into the Nami thing? Says Young Skilled. Young Skilled, you need to be able to send me 40 bucks. Check the description for that, okay? Can you bring up the description? You need to be able to send me 40 bucks. That'll get you into the break. As you know, with the break, you have a chance to hit the Nami. Your chance to hit the Nami is 1 in 19. Christopher Houghton is next. He says, Mr. Please, 1 Mega Dream Japanese, 1 Terror Festival Japanese, 1 Black Bolt Japanese. You got it, man. Okay. And 1 Terror Festival. That is, where's Terror Festival? Ooh, what is that? Oh, those are the Playboy cards. Those really shouldn't be kept there. They should be kept somewhere else, but I don't have time to fix that. I think this is Black Bolt over here. Let's grab that Black Bolt. Black Bolt. Terror Festival. Where's that Terror Festival, I wonder? Seems like it would be in here, but I don't see it. It should definitely just be in here, right? Let's see. Aha, is this it? Aha. Wow, good packs, man. Black Bolt gives you a chance for the Victini or the Monochrome Zekrom. Terror Festival gives you a chance for the Umbreon. And Mega Dream gives you a chance for the Gengar. Really, the only one you're missing is this one right here. It gives you a chance for that big Mega Charizard. So look at that, guys. I mean, this right here is a pretty powerful round if you think about it. Also, I guess Destined Rivals gives you a chance for that Rocket Mewtwo. That's pretty cool, too. Like this pack. Big fan of that. Okay. But notably, all 3 of these are specialty sets. These are all specialty sets. Sending in for the Nami. Nice. Sounds good, Mr. Edward. Oh, he's telling him to send in for the Nami. All right. Funny. Let's snip this. Welcome, guys, to the daytime stream for Tuesday. Just going to be a short little stream here. Nice Tuesday. Uneventful Tuesday. Life just going by. Rayquaza. Here's an SR Ultra Ball. Here's a little Pikachu. Another season of Survivors out. Let's go ahead and do this. What are you saying? Okay, here's the Pikachu. Here is the Rayquaza. You guys exhausted from the news? Man, the news was on fire the last couple days, last 2 days, but not in a good way. Here we are. The news was on fire. A lot of stuff happening out there. Here's Espeon. Rare. Oh, yeah. Okay. Boop. Scooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Here's Superior. Mr. My Love. My Love? What? There we go. More news. Yeah, the news has been really crazy lately, but it's like all crazy bad stuff. Okay, let me move this out of my way. Once again, big jumbo pack put together there, guys. It barely fits in the bag. Christopher Houghton, let's find your baggies right here, actually. Hades is having a field day. Yeah, something like that. He has dark stuff, man. Okay. There were like I guess the Trump administration just blew up like 8 more boats out of the water. There it goes. He recategorized fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction, which I think he's going to use that as a reason to invade Venezuela, which is really interesting. Here's Ho-Oh. Here's Staryu, which I think is his intention. Here's Tepig, Master Ball. Here's Rotom. Oh yeah. Do you find it difficult at all to tell what series Topps cards you're looking for at any given time, trying to find out what series it's from? Yeah, absolutely. It's really tricky. There's actually some ways to kind of tell, but, you know, sometimes the seller doesn't give you the information that you want or that you need, and sometimes you don't want it anyways. Okay, oh, let me grab this. Here's Charmander 5. Let's place that there. Here's a card that's not mine. Here's Psyduck. Very nice. Very good. Mister, I know yesterday was busy, so we couldn't do the deal. Sabo Alt Art Leader. So I'm not super excited for the Sabo Alt Art Leader deal. What I can do is probably put it up on the table as a consignment slab. Would you be interested in that instead? Oh, that's a 7.5 on the Misty. Hold on. Let's grab this. Poke emojis. What? Hey, how's it going, Cactuar Queen? She's been hanging out with us a lot lately. Let me jump over here. All right, let me take a picture. There we go. I was thinking that would be a good video for you to make because it doesn't say on the PSA slab, and I have gotten a couple from you. Oh, yeah. So you're talking about identifying different Topps types. Yeah, it would be good if somebody had made like a quintessential guide for it all. I think in order to truly make a proper video for it, I would need one of every kind of Topps card, and that can be hard to assemble, actually. So Tepig with the T, Rocket, Rotom, Psyduck. I guess when it comes to educational videos, I don't make a lot, actually. I used to make a lot of educational videos on my other channel, The Gameconomist. The Cardconomist doesn't really focus on that as much. It just focuses on sales. And that has been a winning strategy. Let's see. I'm sure there's videos out there. You'd be surprised. Sometimes there's just not. This is Jimmy Therese cards. So here's an Anthony Kalura, Ty Lee. Here's a Firo for Mr. Caleb Ibarra. Jimmy Therese. I'm going to place these back here. I think there's just quite a lot of girl cards. I'm not even a good platform for selling the girl cards because we're mainly a Pokemon card. We're mainly a Pokemon card group. So here we have Princess Leia, San Francisco, and Unprotected Time Matsuri. These could use some fresh sleeves. I'll put them over here. Hey, what's up, Mr. Harles 420? How's it going, man? Let me take a look at the next order real fast. We have an order from Mr. Miguel Velasquez. He wants Into the Nami. You got it, man. All right, Into the Nami. Very good. Okay. Jennifer Yap was here yesterday. Yeah, Jennifer Yap came and she bought a spot in something. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I remember. She bought into the pack split. That's what it was, wasn't it? Okay. Here's a Nami. That's going to say 6. Boop. Very nice. 6 out of 19. Look at that. So that's up to 19 all of a sudden. Did we do 2 spots in that Nami today, or was it 1 spot today? I can't remember. So 13 spots remain on Nami. And here's a nice Jimmy Therese Gengar, Pokemon Blue, huh? Let's turn this music down a little bit. We have some of the worst music playing ever. We need better music, like super badly. Mister, I'm fine with the card being added to the table, says Mr. Michael. All right, Michael very, very, very badly would like to sell his Sabo leader. I basically have to go retrieve it then. It's it's funny, it's like a card I don't even want to have to go retrieve. I'm going to go retrieve it now. All right. All right, here is the Waifu slab. We are adding a Waifu slab to my table. Okay, grabbing this. Doo-doo. Sent money for the Nami break. Oh, yeah. Please, call me bro. All right, so let's see. So there is one in Canada. There is one in Canada for $47, but then it also comes with $16 shipping. We count those together, and then a 15% tariff. Plus 63 comes out to $72. That's gonna be 72. Okay, and so now we need this. I sent in for the jumbo pack break on the website as well. Ooh, the jumbo pack break. Man, that thing is so freaking popular all the time. It's always needing to be remade. Okay. Now, as you know, if that sells, you end up with a 73% store credit on it. Okay. There you have it. It's a great deal. There it is. Yeah, I guess in a way it is, isn't it? Because I often take booster packs and I reduce the price on them, or like I stuff it with the extra packs. That's actually pretty standard, isn't it? Andrew Martin, you're going right into the Nami break. Mr. My OP5 Manga Luffy got sold today. Damn, bro. Really? Wow. Are you missing it yet? It's always scary when you sell something because effectively when someone buys something from you, they're voting into a, sort of like a belief. They're saying, I believe that it's underpriced at this price. They would only buy it if they believed it's going to go up for them. You know what I'm saying? So anytime I sell a slab, I think of it that way. I go, somebody else believes this is going to go higher than what it already is. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There it is, 7 of these. I'm happy to hear that, man. You're getting a big payout then. Especially because it's such an expensive item. You get usually you get a pretty good percentage. It is. Wow, man. Happy for you. You know, you were saying you were selling it for 8K, and I was doing some math in my head. I was like, 8K? That means like 1.5 cases of OP5, one manga. And I was like, maybe I should buy it. But I'm not a One Piece guy, so I didn't buy it. But yeah, that was a really iconic card, really. Pretty cool, man. Here's Gengar 8. So that was at 240. Let's see if it's still going for that. That's a Jimmy Torres card. We're going to go take a quick look at this. Set for 3 more spots in the Nami. You set for 3 spots? Oh my gosh, man. Gengar Poker. Actually, we're going to say playing card. Poker. Okay. All right. So what we have is a blue. There's a green. Here's a green. And no others. So I think 240 is actually probably appropriate. I'm doing a little better. CACRacooning still have a lot of health stuff going on. I'm going to go ahead and put that dot there. The dot means that he's been checked already. So he's not going to be repriced. All right, we have an order from Mr. Will Sharp, 10 of the Destined Rivals. Will Sharp, you got it. One of our favorite products on the channel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of these, Will Sharp. Good luck. Dang, dude. That's so crazy. Let's snip this. Do you still have the Burgerchu McDonald's Tag 9? No, I'm afraid that one is gone. He was a gym break. Do you know what a gym break is? A gym break is when there's only 2 people in the break. And it's hosted by playing a game of war with Pokemon cards. There it is. Okay. Tossing this. Here's this. Very nice. Oh, yeah. Squirtle. So Squirtle is the current gym break. You can tell what a gym break is because it has an exclamation mark and a 1 and 2 over there. See that? So here's a little gym break right here. 15, 1 and 2. That sounds fun. It's a little more fun. One of the things that's fun about it is it tends to go off really quickly. But gym breaks don't tend to be like, they tend to be odd cards. It is Grimmsnarl. They're not very standard, you know. Like, standard cards just get turned into regular breaks or put into the Poke Shuffle. Here's Gorbis. Zeraora. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Man, that's such an iconic song. But what are we listening to here? Getting ready for Christmas? This is not a Christmas song. Turn that down a little bit. What solo leveling, says Mr. Russ? Yeah, it's a really popular anime right now. It's one of the top performing animes. And it was made in Korea instead of being made in Japan. Pretty cool, huh? Like the video to support Mr. Yeah, I really appreciate it when you guys smash like. Here it is. And here's Smoliv Cursor. And here's Nidoran Gyarados. Wow, that was a tough round. That was not good. I'm so sorry, Will Sharp. Will Sharp, let me toss you on the Inferno Xbox. Damn, dude. Shows you the brutal nature of these packs sometimes, man. All right, Will, you're on this giveaway. We'll do one more item for you, too, I think. If I could find it, actually. The bonus slab. Here it is. So this is called the bonus slab. I'll toss you in here as well. Okay, bonus slab is for people who get some tough luck in their round. Okay, Will Sharp, let's find your bag now. Opening cards can be very tough. That's what makes it so interesting. That's why, you know, slabs are so tempting. Well, Mr. Will, here you are. Found you. Okay, the Will Sharp bag. All good, thanks, mister. You got 2 spots in 2 different breaks. There we go. So it's not over for you. In a very lucky turn of events, you could potentially pull something. It does happen. It doesn't always happen, though. Your odds are small. All right. But you can't truly buy into a break, so it's kind of a nice thing to be placed in one. Here's, Firo. So Caleb Barra has a Rainbow Firo. Wow. I feel like that price of 90 is already pretty decent. Let's go ahead and re-sleeve him with the sticker in the center, and we'll make it 85. I'm heading out to work. When you have time, I say your message on Discord. You can read it off stream. Nice. Thanks, man. There we go. So we got a Sable leader up on the table now, guys, for Michael Pettiford. Okay. So this shall say $85. This card is now a little cheaper. Yeah, isn't Alexandra a Firo fan? I think she is. She might want this card. Okay, there it goes. Nice. I always have bad luck, so I buy slabs now. Buying slabs removes luck. You're not lucky or unlucky, but you end up paying the full price of the card. So that's Jimmy Torres. That's his Venusaur has not sold. I'll lower this one slightly to $70. Okay. It's got the dot next to it. That looks nice. Look at that. We got some Pokemons on the table there, guys. That Rainbow Firo is actually really cool. All right. Hey, Mr. Daniel Weissman's here. How we all been? Pretty good. Okay. Mr. Ivan might not be very good. The next order is GG Leagues for 3 spots in the Nami. Wow. All right. So GG Leagues. Do you know how our breaks work? Have you ever participated before? Have you watched our breaks? This is going to be 1, 2, 3. Mr. GG Leagues, to be clear, the way the breaks work, what you just purchased for $40 are these custom booster packs. And a custom booster pack will be loaded with a card just like this. So you just bought this. When we open it, this could be your pull. So this is what you bought for $40 right here. Now what you're hoping to pull this. If this pops out of your booster pack, this purple card, if he pops out, that's the chase card. You can either keep it or you can trade it for Nami. So if you pull this, you go, I want the Nami. And then I keep my card and you get your Nami. Okay? But if you get a bad pack, you're going to end up with something like this for $40. So you're at a very high risk of pulling 3 common cards for $120. Now, since you're new, I like to explain that. Everyone else already knows it. So just letting you know that. The odds to pull the Nami are written right on the front of the card. So it's 1 in 19. Those are the odds. That means there'll be 19 custom booster packs with 19 of these cheap little cards in them. But one of the packs will have this hit card in it. Just one of the 19. So just making sure you understand because you went so deep. There it is. Why did you laugh after saying that, mister? What did I laugh at? Slide that card on Nami. So now you know you've placed $120 at risk of pulling 3 cold packs. If you're very lucky, you pull this, and then you get the Nami. But your odds of that are 1 in 19. So do the math in your head on that. You're new. I always try to scare people a little bit if they go deep on a break if they're new. We're going to put you in here, Mr. GG Leagues. Now, you're also allowed to cancel. You can say, hey, actually, I want my money back. So you're allowed to do that if you think it's too much risk. And I want you to take a minute and imagine a scenario where, you know, the break's being open and all 3 of your packs are cold. So that will suck, you know. So keep that in mind because you'll feel like you're out $120. Now, if you're all good with that, then sit back and relax as it fills up. There it is. Also, sometimes breaks, he says you didn't scare me. Awesome. Sometimes the breaks don't go off immediately. Sometimes they take days. Sometimes they take a week to go off. So over here in our Discord channel, we have this channel called the Breaks History. So you click on the Break History, and here is all the information for the breaks. So as they go off, let's say you were in the shower, you weren't available when it went off. Well, we post the information you need to go look up the outcome. So you can click on this link and see how the Gengarchu went. That was the Gengarchu break. A lot of people like to be present when it goes off, but it just, we begin the break immediately when the time is due, when it actually fills up. Here is a QR code into the Discord server. If you need that, you can screenshot this QR code. There's also a link in the description. All right, so now GG Leagues joins us. Let's grab the Nami bag. So GG Leagues, here are some other people that are also in the Nami break. You want to see it? So you got 3 spots: Andrew, Mike Side, Edward, Jacob, Zach, NHWC, and Joshua. All right. So they're all taking a spot. You're taking 3 spots. That means your risk is higher, but your odds are better that you pull it. And this number here tells us how close we are. So now we're at 10 out of 19. The card is officially more than halfway done. So I don't know if that'll go off in the daytime stream, but it might go off in the nighttime stream. It could go off on Friday. Fridays, we're on Tuesday, right? Could be like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like that. So 3 days from now it could go off. Anything's possible. Very popular. Mister, if I buy 1 pack, all of the other sets category, can you leave them sealed and ship my bag? I don't know what you mean by that. If I buy 1 pack of all of the other sets category, can you leave them sealed and ship my bag? You mean like on the website, other sets? Yeah, I mean, what you can do, Mr. Russ, you can ship your bag immediately. Would you like to do that? Just say, I'd like to ship all these packs sealed, and then send in for shipping, $9. And then when you place the order, just tell me what you bought. Yeah, we do that. 120 is nothing. Don't worry. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I just like to make sure because, you know, that's part of my job. It's just to let people know what they're getting themselves into. Getting the Nami is more than halfway. Everyone here also already knows that's how it's working. Okay, so we have a couple website orders. We have a Mr. Austin Albert order, and he says he wants the jumbo break. So this is called the jumbo pack break. This one's a 1 in 4 break, and if you get pulled out of here, you get all these packs. It's nuts. There you go. Your odds are a little bit better because 1 in 4 is definitely lower odds. Not lower odds, lower risk. But 3 people still miss. So, Austin Albert. Here you go, Austin. That's what this channel does very best. We have all the same booster packs everyone has, but we do breaks better than anyone. We have a lot of cool breaks because we've experimented for a long time. Here's Mr. Jaded. He says 10 of the Lost Abyss. 10 Lost Abyss. Wow. And it looks like he means the Korean Lost Abyss. Okay. Boy, I haven't opened these in a while. I think this is it. Here we are. So we got a box here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. There it is. Did you guys know you could open these? Yeah. Very nice. Okay, Mr. Jaded. Snip this. Very good. Oops. What do we got? Oh, Giratina right away. Is it Giratina? Giratina? Win. Kyurem 2. The cards have a slight warping to them. I don't know why that is, but that was true for all of this product. All of the Lost Origins had this. And it won't affect your grade at all. Yes, but yeah, look at that. See how it's slightly round? That will not affect how the card grades. PSA ignores that. Here's Shiftry. And here's a cold one. It's pronounced Gay Retina. Oh! Gay Retina. Oh my god. Oh my god. There we go. So it's got to be 1 Giratina, Mr. Jaded. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. That's not the alt art, which I suppose is the goal, isn't it? So let's find your bag. Yes, you're trying to pull the alt art Giratina out of there. There's a Korean alt art Giratina that can be pulled. Okay. That was a joke. Nuh-uh, he was being serious. Okay, let's rotate this. Here's Articuno for 46. Nice. Holographic Pikachu 10 for 74. Scyther for $54. Salamence 10 for $35. And Ho-Oh for $150. Cool. Very nice. We have an order for... Let's see. Order 851. This one is... It doesn't say the name, but somebody tried to buy Japanese OP13, even though it says sold out. So it is sold out. OP13 is. I'm going to change the name one more time on OP13 so that it doesn't even say OP13 anymore. It just needs to say sold out. Oops. Come on now. Got to run to the store. I'll see you all later. So we're going to edit this one. It's not even going to say OP13. It's just going to say sold out. Here it is. Sold out. And let's hit save on that. Update. Okay. All right, so sold out means that you can't buy it. We're going to jump back to orders. OP13 English sold out. No, not the English version. We're still kind of good on English, though we're running low on that. We're not running low, but it's moving fast, surprisingly. It must be really popular. I tried to restock Japanese OP13, and my supplier said he doesn't have it anymore. How crazy is that? So it must be really popular. Because he's almost never out of anything. But he's out of OP13. Japanese One Piece OP11. Okay, so the OP11s. Where shall I find a box of that, huh? We got an open box. This looks like it might be an open. Ah, that's OP10 actually. OP11, but it's got to be open. I don't think we have an open box of that, so we're gonna have to go looking. Oops, didn't mean to bump the table. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go open up a. Can I get an order of sold out? No, so no more OP13s available. OP13 Japanese is sold out. All right, I believe that set is also sold out. I'm so sorry. We're having some headaches because I'm new to being in charge of the website. Looks like we sold out of it, but I didn't mark it off on the website. I'm going to double check up here first, though, just to be sure. I'm 100% sure first. Yeah. Looks like I'm 100% sure. So we are so sold out of the Japanese OP11 that I just don't have it at all. I can get you OP10. Let me head back over to the website. We're going to do an edit to the products. Oh, mister, you silly goose. I know. Japanese One Piece is significantly more affordable on the box level. Here we are. I think you're correct on that. I do feel that that's reflected also, though, in the that's reflected in the value of the mangas that you pull, like meaning that the English mangas go for more. So yes, the booster pack costs more, but also when you get lucky, it pays out higher. But also you have to think the English boxes come with 2 or 3 hits, whereas the Japanese box come with a single hit. So they're surprisingly similar. All right. So going back to this order, I don't know who this order is for. I don't think he left me a name. OP11 is sold out. We've got Japanese One Piece EB3. We got EB3 right here. He wants Japanese PRB2. That's right here. This is PRB2. Oh, that's an empty box of PRB2 now. All right. He wants One Piece 13. I believe that's the English version. I'd like the website to say English on that. So I feel like I should make an edit to that too. All right, so the only thing missing from this order is actually the One Piece OP11. Can we do, if you would like it, we can do a pack of this OP10 perhaps? Would that be all right? And who is this order for? Unfortunately, the order had no name to it. Is he watching right now? I've seen an uptick in sales on Japanese One Piece singles, but English is still supreme. Yeah, so if you think about it, the English packs cost more, right? But OP13, right? It's got 24 packs per box, 12 cards per pack. Well, a box might come with 2 hits per box. I think I've seen 3 hits per box. That would suggest that a hit card is coming out every 12 packs or 7 packs. Well, that's very curious because when you open a pack of the Japanese, like this over here, yes, is it much cheaper per pack? It is. But look, there's a whopping 24 packs per box. So let that sink in for a minute. You're pulling typically about 1 hit per box in the Japanese boxes, unless you get like a leader, a box with the leader card in it, in which case that's 2. But, you're typically pulling about 1 hit per box. So even though the packs cost significantly less, you're almost having to buy twice as many packs for the same pull rate. All right, mister, I'll take it. It's for you. All right, sounds good. And were you the one that was saying you didn't want it opened? I know somebody asked if they could buy a bunch of packs and leave them sealed. I don't think it was you, right? Set that there. Mr. Edward, let me know if you wanted me to open it. For a breakdown, you were paying over 100 per hit on English OP boxes, while it was 84 per hit on Japanese, so it's rather level. Exactly. So now here's what's fascinating about that equation to me, though. Basically, you're paying for the tariff, right? So the prices between the Japanese and the English should be a wider gap, but it can't be, because now when any card shop is bringing those Japanese packs in, they're paying like 15% taxes on it. That's a lot of taxes. No, it wasn't me, mister. I was joking. Oh, okay, good thing I didn't do anything with them. All right, so this is for an order on the website, but there's no name, so I don't know whose it is. I don't know whose it is. Dennis Manieri, he says, just cashed out on some land I invested into 7 years ago and doubled my money. The money came right on time, too. I closed on my house 10 days ago. Whew. That's scary, isn't it? All right, hey, what's up? What the pack? How's it going, man? That is done. We're going to go ahead and jump over here. All of a sudden, we're very busy. Edward Shelton says 10 of the Gem 3s. Mr. Edward, 10 Gem 3s. You got it, man. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, so Gem 3s are very fascinating because these give us a chance for the Cubone Gengar. So these are there's a Cubone and a Gengar in this set. Very popular. 10 of the 151 Surprise. So 151 Surprise costs more, but it has an even more darling card in it. It's got this exceptionally desirable Pikachu Gengar card in it. Now, hold on. We've got to do something with these already. These should not be in this box. They just shouldn't. But here is the 151 Surprise. And I think we're going to take all these out, aren't we? Welcome to Pokeblast. Oh, thanks, man. We got some new members here. We got Mr. Eli Garcia and What the Pack. Thanks, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 of those. So we're going to have to open another box of that. These have Donald Trump in them, potentially. It's a very weird thing to open, and it's weirdly popular. People open a lot of it. Hate them or love them. Actually, if you hate them, you can open the pack and then cut the card in half if you pull it, and we'll turn that into a clip for you. It'll be fun. So, you know, I say that because I'm a salesman. I'm supposed to sell them. Now, let's see. Ah, here it is. Wonder where those went. Ready to snip this open? Mister, I sent for 8 of the OP13 packs. Nice. Okay. 8 OP13s. Mr. LaFlame. Had to renew my membership. New job. Treat me well. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, man. I am glad to hear that. I feel like I should be happy in my new house, but it's the opposite. I started thinking about what if the AC broke or the fireplace caught fire and if a tree fell on my house. Yeah, here it is. There we go. Karis and I were really excited with our first ever home. It was a small condo in St. Peters, Missouri. Felt like our lives were really changing. We were so poor for so long. We are. Felt like we were kind of, yeah, it was like escaping prison. We were done with school. What a feeling. Being done with school, no more tests. Whew. We are. It was just a small 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom condo. We were sharing a bathroom. There we go. She did her job in the bedroom, and I did my job, which was the TheCardconomist streaming. I did mine in the family room. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So 10 of those, and 1 box of Mega Dream. Ooh, a box of Mega Dream. Awesome. Okay, good. So, Mr. Edward Shelton. What packs are these? Pretty much all the good ones. Edward Shelton's opening everything popular right now. 151 surprised. When you get a chance, can you show me my pack so I can see what I have to be shipped, says Mr. Real. Mr. Real One, what did you order? Can you tell me what you ordered? We got a website order, but there was no name attached to it. There we go. Can you please read my message? Why, yes, I can. Well, Cactuar Queen, I don't see a message from you. I think you might have been auto-moderated by YouTube. So you might have said like dot something. I think YouTube might have hidden your message from me. Maybe you can reword it real fast. All right, here goes. Edward Shelton. This is a $330 order, everybody. It's a really big order. Crazy how things are picking up so heavy as we approach 7 p.m., man. This is hardcore stream time, apparently. There we go. It's like when that shampoo bottle finally gets unlodged. What does that mean? Snip of this. I ordered through PayPal. Has it been processed? I assume it's been processed. You are? Are you just wondering when your turn is? Or are you worried that it's a pending order? Is that the problem? Yes. Snipping this. Let's throw this away. Just finishing up statistics, app development, next course. Do you like app development? Here's Tyler, here's Darren, and here is Miss Cactuar Queen. Yay! All right. So when it comes to app development, we had to we didn't do a lot with app development actually. Like, so my course at my college, we didn't really deal with Apple. You could, but you had to have, like, this is going to sound sad, but you had to actually have an Apple product. I was so poor when I was in college. I was so poor, I could not afford a MacBook. So that was it for me. So I just didn't take those courses and it wasn't required. So for me, we did sort of app development. We sort of like this. When you were working on the web, we took 2 courses in website. There's different website courses. There were like website courses for web developers, and then there were website courses for software engineers. And we had to take the software engineer version of the courses. And they taught you a lot about how to convert websites into sort of like to work on cell phones, basically. I mean, that was most of the course. But, you know, besides the fact that you had to learn how to actually create the website and all that stuff. But a lot of it was you had to make it so that it looks good on a PC and it looks good and works well on a cell phone. So you had to do both. And you were judged on, you know, how it looked on both devices. But as for actual, like, apps, you know, for, like, the iPhone and stuff like that, no, there was a couple courses for that, and I couldn't get into it because I didn't have the necessary equipment. It was really sad. I actually made my way through college on a simple notebook. It was like a $100 notebook with no processing power at all. And that was all I had. And by the end of my college years, it was all taped together because it was so worn out. We were taping it together. I'm still in your will, right, mister? Yeah. It is. Apple products are overrated. It is. Ooh. We've got the netball. What is this called? I don't remember that one. Here's Houndstone. I just used the library. There we go. And Cubone. Very nice. The college I went to did very well in one particular subject, and it was databasing. So we did very, very good databasing. All right, so in your 10 packs, you do pick up one Morpeko. Nice. So your AR Morpeko pops out. Now let's try this 151 surprise. I have about 40 hours on an app for Android, so I think I like it. Okay, you ready? So this gives him a chance for Pikachu Gengar. So far, it's a very tough set to open. Here's Jigglypuff. You basically need an AR to pop out. Here's Venusaur. Cubone Master Ball. Nice. Sure, yeah. Here's Staryu. Might be under Romaldo. Oh, okay, so Mr. Real One says, it's a Giovanni's Meowth Slab and some random cards in with it. Oh, okay. Well, if that's what needs to be shipped, and is it in the United States? If it's in the United States, shipping is $9, and you can ship it out now, or you can add stuff to your bag if you'd like to. Now, the slab's not kept in the bag. The slab is kept in a holding area for slabs, and it'll have your name on the back. So on this table, we have your bag, but your slab is stored somewhere else. There we go. There's Wigglytuff, and here's this guy here. I did intro to databases. I liked it. There we go. Very nice. Okay. What is this music playing? God, dude. Is it just me, or I'm so tired of saxophone songs? Man, saxophones are so annoying somehow. Oops. All right, Mega Dream. The 151 surprise was really tough, which is not a surprise. I've seen that many times. You're pulling Mega Lucario for your MA. That's not bad. Here's, oh no, the watch, or whatever this is, the belt buckle. That could be quite bad. So your box could be that belt and that Mega Lucario. Let's just find out. Okay. I did intro to databases. I liked it. Yes. We had like 3 years of databases, and we were pretty good at it by the end. The first year is sort of like an introduction to databases, right? And then the second year is like database level 2. The third year is database level 3. By year 3, you're making an online database by plugging into a server, and the server accesses like multiple computers, and it uploads the database to an actual product, to like some sort of project that you've been given. And it gets really, really complicated because it's not just the idea of databasing, but the application of it. Like, you actually have to be able to do stuff with it. Here's Heliolisk. Here's virtually all software products have some form of a database. It is. Much of what computers do is just store information. Like PSA, they store information. They tell you what's in your vault. They tell you what you have grading. They tell you what has graded. They tell you what your grade was. So they're just storing humongous amounts of data. That's all they're doing. In a way, they're a technology company because of all this information that they have to store. Same with Tag, they're a technology company. They have to store all this data about you. And every single card they grade. So they're grading like X number of cards per month, like 1.7 million. That means there's 1.7 million new registers into their online database for the PSA population. It's a big deal. All right. So this was, in fact, a tough box, Mr. Edward Shelton. I'm sorry about that. Whew. Mr. Cricket Jim says, dang, I'll try again later. Dang, dude. So this box comes with the really nice-looking Beautyfly. I like the art style. There's Heliolisk, here's Trevenant, and here's Mega Lucario. That's a tough box, in my opinion. So how do we look at this? Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty tough round. You got more Peko out of the Gem 3, so that's your hit from Gem 3. Of course, you're looking for the exclusive artworks like Cubone and Gengar in there. And then the 151 surprise did not surprise me by wrecking your bottom, because that set is just so difficult. It really is. It's just really difficult. And then the Mega Dream gives him Lucario and this recycle-looking watch. Ooh, yeah, that's tough, man. That is tough. Opening Pokemon cards is very tough compared to buying slabs outright. Buying slabs outright is very expensive, but there's no risk involved. Very interesting concepts there. What's better, opening the packs or buying the slabs? Some people say it's buying the slabs, but then if you want the chase card from the set, the slab is impossibly expensive. So people start to wait again. They go, well, maybe I should just open the packs. Plus, opening the packs is more exciting. It feels more authentic, like it's really yours. If you open it and you pull it, you're like, I did it. I did the thing, you know? So it's difficult. We offer something called slab breaks. Slab breaks are like a mix of an already graded slab and an RNG chance to pull it. But I think your odds, your per dollar cost, your odds are better. Thank you, Edward. Tyler Davis, one of each pack in the other sets category in the description. Please leave sealed and ship my bag. So it was Tyler Davis who ordered that. We have an order for somebody who I don't know who ordered this because there was no name in the order. So here it is. Somebody ordered this, and I don't know who it belongs to. Here's one way you can confirm. Well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who this is. It is. I've had thoughts of becoming a DBA. There we go. A doggy butt assistant. That's what DBA stands for. So Tyler Davis, one of every other pack. Let's go look at the other packs. Other card sets. So that's a pack from each of the Nikkei Nivarinas. Let's see, there's one. Oops, not that. Japanese Bandai Gundam. Lord of the Rings action flip. HoloLive Curious Universe. HoloLive Elite Spark. So here's Curious Universe. The Elite Spark, we just, actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this one back out of here. I know there's one in here. I doubt that this HoloLive pack is the reason people are buying into here for sure. Here it is. So that's what, $4? So let's get a $4 pack in there real fast. So we'll just trade this card, this booster pack in. Okay. Oh, but it's got writing on it. Wow. Nah, it's not going to work. Sorry, guys. Just wasting time here. He wants it sent home. He probably doesn't want writing on it. All right, so I'll have to do what I'm supposed to do. I'll have to go get a fresh box of it. I'll be right back, okay? I just didn't want to get up. Do I need to get up for anything else? Let's see. HoloLive, Trump, solo leveling, Halo Upper Deck. Okay. Might need to get up for a solo leveling box. All right, here we are. That's solo leveling 1. Okay, yes, because I didn't think I had that in the room. I sent for another spot in the Nami. Nice. Yeah, Nami's probably going off, guys. Nami's close. If you're not in the Nami, you're going to miss it. When a Nami gets this close, she goes off. There we go. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. PSA equals Palantir. Which Pokemon would you do if you had to choose one? Do as in carve them up and eat them? Probably Slowpoke. They talk about that Slowpoke tail a lot. All right, so here's all that. But we also need solo leveling 2. Here's the Halo pack. Here's the Halo effect because you're a hot girl. You're a light tier Stacy. Meow, 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 meow. Guess I'll just open another box of this. So this is solo leveling number 2. What do we have those priced at? $5 a pack each. Okay. Solo leveling, not selling off the shelf, flying off the shelf necessarily. I'm lucky I didn't buy too much of it. Yes. I caught a low punny, Batman. 2026 predictions. You want my 2026 predictions for what? For Pokemon? All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Am I missing anything? I think we got it all. Good. Okay. So that's all it. Yes, politics too if you want. Okay, so this is Tyler Davis. Tyler with the TY. Okay, we'll put this here. 2026. More political assassinations. We are. Oh, look at this. I'm pretty sure we go to war with Venezuela because it seems really apparent like Trump wants that. There's more political assassinations, and Trump continues huge amounts of deportations, and far-right leaders are elected to a lot of countries, primarily because, you know, of pretty significant changes to each country from lots and lots and lots of immigration, and there'll be pushback from that, but it won't matter ultimately. So Tyler says its address begins with blah blah. Yep, we got that right. Let's weigh this. Pokemon cards, I think you're going to see... so Pokemon card prices peaked in September, and I think you're going to see strong Pokemon sales in January as people continue to just enjoy collecting. I don't think you're going to see prices rise the same way you saw them rise this year, because what was really going on with a lot of Pokemon cards is they were underpriced. Now, I would say Pokemon cards are probably not underpriced at all. Some of them may even be overpriced. And I think you'll see just a bit of a slowdown. You'll see prices go sideways. But I would not consider 2026 a slowdown year completely for Pokemon. I think that, you know, like it's not going to be as explosive as 2025 in terms of percentage changes, but the prices are not going to cool down, basically. And the reason for this is because we're entering one of the hottest time periods for Pokemon, which is sort of like the ending of Scarlet Violet and the ending of Legends EA. So Pokemon, from their sort of like history of pattern, the history of patterns that they produce with like their box sets, they tend to release their very best stuff in this year. So 2026 will be probably some of their biggest releases ever. And you're going to have the 30th anniversary as well. And then the new generation will begin probably by the end of 2026 or the beginning of 2027. And I think there'll probably be, did you count 10 packs? There'll probably be a heavy slowdown at that point. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. So let's see. Under the other sets category, what did we miss? Nikkei Gundam, Action Flips, Curious Universe, Elite Spark. Oh, the Trump pack. The Trump pack, right. My brain saw that and it said, okay, good, I know right where those are. There it is. Good catch. All right. Very nice. That would save us from having to print you a second label because we would have to ship it to you later. There we go. Very good. Trump pack. Yes, so I would predict Pokemon does not explode like 2025, but I also don't expect it to, like, crash. Darren Thompson, one spot in the Jumbo Pack break. You got it, Darren Thompson. Here you go, Darren. I do not expect it to crash. And it may crash in 2027. So I think Pokemon will release a brand new video game for the next generation at the end of 2026 or the beginning of 2027. And it'll include brand new card set. And the card set may do very poorly. One live custom. Oh, yeah, the live customs, huh? Here it is. $25 chance for a slab. So I'm expecting this next year to be pretty high prices. There you go. You get this one right here. What do we got? One cold one. I'm sorry, Mr. Darren. That's a cold card. One cold card. Darren Thompson. I hope you caught that. Darren Thompson. That sucks. Here's Miss Cactuar Queen. 5 of the Korean matchless fighters. How much is shipping on my bag and 3 slabs? 3 of them, huh? So 3 slabs is already in the $40 range. Let's see. Matchless fighters. 3 slabs goes over the, what was it, like 2-ounce limit? I think it's 2 ounces, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't remember the limit, but I know we've tested this many times. 3 slabs is already too heavy. Slabs are surprisingly heavy. There's a lot of plastic involved. Here it is. Oh, right. Under my username. No problem. Mister, where am I in the queue? Right here. We are. All right, so we got these Korean matchless fighters. So yeah, I would say the next year is going to be plenty of political turmoil, and Pokemon card hobby is going to remain expensive. It's not really going to decline. You might see some slowdowns on like Modern, which won't scare too many people because we've seen that already before. Oh, picking up the fighter. Cool. Okay, neat. And here's Tentacool. Yeah, like there's been some really ridiculous pricing for a lot of the Modern sets that does remind me of Vivid Voltage a lot. Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze. You guys remember that time? Some of you guys weren't collecting Pokemon at that time period. I was. So I've been doing this so long now that I recognize these sort of like patterns and predictions. We had this problem where Vivid Voltage and Darkness Ablaze were way too popular. Champion's Path were way too popular. Everyone wanted those cards so bad. But then years later, they're just sort of like, meh. You know, people are like, I could take it or leave it. You know, so things change over time. And what you once thought was you had to spend every dollar acquiring it kind of card, later on turned out to just be like, everyone's got it. It's not that big of a deal, is it? So that could happen with several of these sets from our time period right now. You never know. Although some of these cards look really good. Like you got Mega Charizard, Mega Gengar now. They just look fantastic. They don't look like the kind of cards that people are going to forget about too fast. They look more like in the style of Evolving Skies, which that set did extremely well over time, you know? So Pokemon's putting out some big bangers, but I think they're going to continue to do that for all of next year. It's 7:09, people. We got to wrap up now. 7:09. Mr. LaFlame, 8 packs of OP13. All right, Mr. LaFlame. Flipping that over. We are out of time. Let me go grab this. All right, I don't know why the sales are so hot at the end of the stream on a Tuesday. Tuesdays are usually pretty bad. The beginning of the stream was so slow. Mr. does pawn loans? I do. We call them a reverse slab away. You give me your stuff, I buy it from you. We put it into slab away, and you buy it back from me over 6 months or a year. There we go. 8 of these, right? Stranger Things prediction. Am I allowed to spoil it? I don't want to spoil it. There we go. Mark. Did you hear about the lady that got a brain-eating amoeba at Lake of the Ozarks? Yeah, I heard about that. You know, those brain-eating amoebas, they are present in warm waters and especially in lakes. So I'm not surprised that somebody got a brain-eating amoeba in the Lake of the Ozarks because of the sheer number of people swimming out here. Just tons of people swimming out here. It's very popular. One of the most frequented recreational lakes in America. And that's why also Lake of the Ozarks has one of the highest fatality rates for boats, just from the sheer number of people boating out here. All right, Mr. LaFlame, let's see what we got. Here's 2 hollows. So it was bound to happen. I guess when you're swimming in a lake, guys, pinch your nose closed. Don't let any water up your nose. It is. Yeah, especially in a lake. Because I don't think it happens in the ocean. I think the ocean, the salinity in the ocean stops that amoeba from existing over there. But out in a warm lake, that amoeba exists. CGC CEO made an announcement on the Beckett purchase trying to say CGC is the clear choice for collectors. Lol. Yeah. I'm open-minded to CGC slabs. That's for sure. Like, I'll buy pristine 10s. I'll buy CGC regular 10s even. As long as they look good. They gotta look good. There we go. All right. So, Mr. LaFlame, you got double Dons and an SR this time. I don't have any hate toward CGC. I don't have any hate toward Beckett, SGC, or PSA. It's all good. Remember, you know, even though that the company BGS has been acquired by parent company for PSA, that doesn't mean it's a different staff. That doesn't mean it's a different building. That doesn't mean they're throwing out their grading standards. It's basically still 99% the same company. They're not about to change anything about it, in my opinion. They might share technology across companies, I don't know. But they're not about to change too much. It is. All right. So that was Mr. LaFlame. Thank you so much, Mr. LaFlame. I appreciate it, man. And now let's talk about the queue at 713. Here's an Edward Cornelio. He wants into the Nami. Might just be able to finish these off if I'm fast. Don't send any new orders. Okay, so this is for Nami. Nami's going to go off tonight at this rate, guys. So if you haven't jumped in there, you might want to. It's a $40 shot at a good manga. It's going to be 11. Okay, 11 out of 19. Finish me off. Mr. Stop Capping, how many cases of Space Juggler are you sitting on? Yeah, I'm not sitting on any of those, huh? We still have this. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know who bought it, and I don't know what they want me to do with it. I assume they want it open, but I need a name. So we still got this. Beckett grading time isn't the best. Not your best. Jack Woodworth, one destined rival. And check Discord, he says. All right. Let me mark this on red. All right, so he has a missing package. That is really not very good for him. We'll find out soon, Mr. Jack. Jack, are you still watching? So I have seen... Let's see. Ah, here it is. Mr. Jack, if you're watching, is he watching? I have seen packages get misdelivered. And that is such a tricky situation. There we go. So 1 destined rival and 4 lost abyss. If I were you, if you had neighbors around you, I would immediately start knocking on their doors and saying, hey, did you get my package and you're too lazy to give it to me? Or you open it up and decided it had good stuff in it. So just be like, hey, I was supposed to receive a package. It says delivered. I'm just checking with you to see if it was misdelivered to you. So I have received my neighbor's packages before, and I have had just one package misdelivered to my neighbor, which turned out to be $1,000 Charizard. Okay, so it does happen. So if it's got a delivery scan, that means the mailman took your package, scanned it, and set it on your porch or your neighbor's porch or whatever they do, the mailbox. Now, it could have been stolen out of the mailbox, and it could have been delivered to your neighbor. Those are the 2 outcomes. The other outcome is maybe it was delivered correctly to you, and maybe your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend's husband, maybe he gathered it into your home already. Or if you have friends or family that hang out, maybe they gathered it, who knows. So it could be sitting inside of your home already. Sometimes that happens too. I've had that happen where a person says, my item was delivered, but I can't find it. Turned out their wife had brought it in, and they didn't know about it. So confirm with your roommates and anyone living in your house that they didn't touch it, and then check your neighbors. Be like, did you receive my package? The problem is if your neighbor did receive your package because the mailman screwed up, if that happened, they may not tell the truth. They may have already tested it and seen what's inside, and they might have gone, ooh, Pokemon cards. So that's possible. That's the most likely scenario. But there are porch pirates. That's a real thing. Lucasta for Inferno Korean X. All right, now is that a whole box of it? Let me just see real fast. Inferno X. No, it's not a whole box. It is like 16 packs or something, right? Where's my Inferno X? Do we have an open box of Inferno X? Yes, here it is. Okay, so Mr. Lou is doing about 19 of these, maybe. What would this number be? No. He's doing 14. He's doing 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 14 of those. 8 more. I don't blame you for wanting 8 more of those. That first round was a little brutal. All right, Lou Costa. Here you go, Lou. We got to wrap up, guys. No more orders now. We're wrapping up. Karis is sitting in the dark alone. And it's already 7:18. The day's almost over. She's got to go to bed. I have this really bad schedule now where Karis and I barely see each other. But it's so weird. Like, all the sales are piling in at 7 p.m.-ish. You know, we were like, at the beginning of the stream, it was dead. Now we're just getting tons of orders. And I think it's because this is like some sort of optimal stream time or something. I don't know, man, because I've seen this a lot with the daytime stream. Everyone's getting off work in California. I think that's what's going on. And we've already got the east side as well. So I think that this is some sort of optimal stream time. I need to go hang out with Karis because she's going to get sad. And then I'm going to get in trouble. Oh. Everyone's getting off work. Yeah, that's what it is. We are. I appreciate the advice. I'll check the neighbors tomorrow. Yeah, so if it says that there's a completion scan, my thoughts are that that product either hit your porch or hit your neighbor's porch, because someone had to physically scan it for that to happen. Oh, and there's one more outcome, by the way. Sometimes they scan your box before they deliver it. Like, so like it's the beginning of the morning and they scan your label because they don't want to scan it when they put it into your mailbox. So sometimes what a mailman does when he's got a heavy load of packages, he scans everything while it's still at the post office. I know they do this. I'm 100% sure they do this. It's like a trick. They shouldn't do it, but it's like a trick. So they're loading up at the post office. They're scanning everything as if it was already delivered. And then they drive to your home and deliver it like 2 hours later. Now, sometimes when they do that, the problem is they deliver it a day late. So you get a scan of an item being delivered, but it shows up a day later. So I've had that happen multiple times to me. That could be happening to you right now. However, the reason that would make me nervous is because if it's already been more than 1 day, like if you're on day 2 and it's still not delivered, I would be more suspicious that someone stole it or that the neighbors have it. Do you have, I suppose you don't have like Ring doorbell or anything like that, right? A lot of people are getting that because of everyone gets deliveries these days, and it helps you catch a mistake like that. Like if your Ring doorbell has no video footage of the mailman delivering the package to the porch. Ooh, look at that. So that says, we gotta get rid of this. Luke cast a new bag? Need a new bag? All right, new bag. Luke cast stuff. Now I want to simp as well. I don't. She sniped me. One Piece packs. My ETB arrived at my neighbor's last week. Thankfully, she's 73 and doesn't play Pokemon. There you have it. It's a very busy time of the year. It's actually almost kind of risky to ship right now, believe it or not, guys. It might be better to ship your cards after January 1st when, you know, there's not quite as much shipping to do. The mailman doesn't have as much work to do, so, because it all slows down right after Christmas. It slows down a lot. Okay, 8 more packs, Mr. LaFlame. Here we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's day 2. I suppose it was supposed to be here on Monday. So if it's already been 2 days, I would cross out the theory that the mailman pre-scanned it. I would scratch that theory out. My new theory is that it's at my neighbor's home or that someone has stolen it off my porch. Have you ever had a porch pirate in your area? I've had some taken off my porch before. It was like $4,000. Can I request a slab rotation? Why, yes, you may. Sure. I've had something taken off my porch before. It was like $4,000 of booster boxes. Never found out who did it, but it's never happened again. I have my theories. There's Pikachu. All right, you ready? Here's some hollows. Here's a hollow. Here's Edward Newgate. Oh, yeah. Here's Uda. I remember. Yeah, it was a while ago. Here's Silver Rayleigh. Those are hollows. Here's Shanks. And here's 2 more hollows. And here's no stolen packages before. So I would lean toward probably the top possibility is that your package is probably right now with your neighbors. Could be in your neighbor's mailbox. Could be if you guys have like a shared mailbox. Could be in like that or something like that. You are? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't give up on it so soon. It's probably very close to you. All right. The problem is you have to stand up and go hunting for it. That's for you, Mr. LaFlame. It looks like we pull SRs. Now, Mr. LaFlame, you can queue up to go a little deeper to get that first hit out of the box, but I'm going to service it tonight if you do that, okay? And there's still this guy's order. It was never opened because I don't know who it belongs to. USPS is the worst. They're pretty good, actually, but yeah, it is possible. That's one of the worst case scenarios is they deliver it to your neighbor. I've had that happen. It happens like once a year. It's quite rare if you think about the sheer volume of packages that move around. But if it ever says your stuff was delivered and it wasn't, you better go check with your neighbors because they might be sitting on it. I'm on the lookout for the next slab away. Nice, dude. Well, hopefully you find something nice. I'm gonna hit refresh. We're working on consignment slabs, so you might find something in there. Okay, there was a Ben Garcia order that we did not service. Mr. Ben. 2 sold outs and 1 one-piece OP13. Okay. We're going to grab this. Okay. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, hold on. Let me end this. I didn't even think of that. We had turned this on. I forgot about that. Let me turn this back off. You should be able to talk in a second here, Mr. Eli. Here you go. All right, try talking now, Mr. Eli. I forgot about that. We turned that on at the beginning of the stream. We had a troll. So let's see. Now you want 2 more OP13s. I'm going to service it, but OP13 is sold out. The Japanese set is sold out. You can't buy any more of these. These are sold out. If anyone sends in for those, I'm denying it. Okay. It says please just open half the packs. I don't know what that means. Just half of them? It's hard to determine what you mean by half of them because there are a variety of packs. So like maybe we leave one of the OP13 sealed. Maybe like these stay sealed. You want open all? Okay, nice. Open all, perfect. All right, very nice. The delivery drivers are dumb on the highway. They have tough jobs, and I appreciate what they do. They do make mistakes. No one wants them to be lazy or inattentive, but they have tough jobs. They really do. Unforgiving, difficult, painful, monotonous, badly paying. So many things about their jobs really suck. So I never talk poo-poo on the delivery guys, man. They got a truly difficult job. All right, here we go. One-piece OP13. Japanese 1-pack, 2-pack, and 3-pack. Picking up an SR. Here it goes. They really do in lots of hours. Yeah. Here's Boa Hancock. Package delivery is one of the most boring jobs that you can potentially have. Here's your PRB2. Trafalgar Law pops out. Now, did you want this to immediately ship? Are you sure? Here's OP14. You pull a nice hit out of OP14, lucky. And then OP13. We've got the Dawn card. And... Oop. Oh, wow. Okay, Portgas D Ace. There you have it. Very nice. When it's not my package. So he said, I am new member. Ship to the same address. I don't know if you ordered a round of shipping. So shipping is $9. And let me check and see if you had a bag. You didn't have a bag already, did you? This is, are you a new guy, Mr. Ben? Let's go. Nice pulls. Mr. Ben. You see some UPS drivers, some USPS drivers. They will do some pretty crazy stuff that gets caught on camera. All right, he says it's a new order. These are yours too then. You get a little Pidgeot and a little Mario poker card. That's a bonus for being a new guy. Thanks for being a new guy. Yes. All right. So we can ship this when you order a round of shipping. It costs $9. Alternative to that, you can store your stuff over here for up to 1 year as you continue to add stuff to the bag. We write Ben Garcia and the date, 12/25. So each time you order, you'll want to say Ben Garcia. And we can keep adding to the bag and then ship it all together when you're ready. All right, guys, that'll conclude the stream. It's 7:30, so I'm very late. Oops. All right, so we do have an order for $340 on Solana. So I am suspecting that is you, Mr. LaFlame. All right, and you can do anything you want with that. There it is. I'm going to set this here. And then, so LaFlame, 340. You can use that tonight if you'd like, however you'd like. And I think that's everything. I sent for 20. Sounds good, Mr. LaFlame. Mr. LaFlame is so late. I'm going to service that tonight, okay? 20 packs tonight. We got this. I'll see you guys there. Yeah, I think that's everything. Okay. Whew, boy, I'm tired. I'll see you guys for the late night stream. It starts in about 6 hours, Mr. LaFlame. I'll see you guys there. We'll see what your outcome is. I'll let your order be the first one to be open, Mr. LaFlame. He says it's okay. Sounds good. All right. See you guys in the late night stream for Tuesday. See you later.